Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Football Roundup. So this week, very action-packed weekend. A lot of football happened. So I guess first off, I started off with United going up against Newcastle. Very good game by United. They should have done way more. They committed a lot of mistakes, but it ended up working out for them. They scored a lot of goals towards the end, but they didn't start off well. Luke Shaw own goal in the second minute. I was kind of wondering why he was playing in the first place when they bought Tejas. He looked fit to play. I guess they just didn't want to rush him in, but we'll see now that Luke Shaw has some competition if he steps up. Definitely not a good way to start off, but whatever. It happens. Maguire also having a bit of a redemption. He having a bad game last week, scoring a header to tie things off, and then from then on, it was just. You could see United really wanted to win, but they were struggling to find the opportunities, and then here comes a penalty chance, and just when I'm thinking, okay, here comes Bruno stepping up to it, he'll score. He had a perfect record up to that point, and then just when you think he's gonna score, he misses his first penalty for United, and you start to think, well, it's just gonna be another bad game for United. It's just not gonna end well, and then what do you know? Bruno scores a great goal with a pass laying off from Rashford. Very difficult goal, very difficult finish. It was a great goal. He needed that after missing that penalty. You could see what it meant to him, having let down his team with that missed penalty. He was so good throughout his Manchester United career, and he scores a great goal from a pass from Rashford. Then Rashford ends up setting up Bissaka as well, and he also grabbed his own goal, and United ended up winning the match 4-1. We'll see how it goes for United. It was a game that they should have won. They made it a little bit more difficult than it needed to be, and Ole's happy he has the win, because I'm pretty sure he's starting to feel the pressure at this point. Now next up, Tottenham West Ham. This was the game that I was most excited about. I thought Bale would start. I was hoping he would start, but it made sense that he didn't. And right off the bat, I think in like the first minute, Son scores a great assist from Kane. Again, Kane dropping deep, looking for the ball, asking for it, and then laying the long pass to Son. Great ball control, and then does what he does, which is score goals. Kane gets his own goal as well it was a golazo, man. It was a great goal. He gets a nice little pass outside the box, turns, sees the opponent rushing him to get the ball, and he does a little nice touch, a little nice nutmeg, blasts it near post. Goalie can't see it, goes through another defender's legs, and it was a great goal, man. It was a great goal, and I honestly thought that was probably going to be the goal of the week, but just when it started to look like, Tottenham was taking over, Kane scores another goal. Great pass from Reguilon, one of the new signings as well, and 3-0 in the first half. I'm thinking it's going to be a blowout, but second half, West Ham scores off a set piece, and then they get the second goal off an own goal. They score the first goal in the 80th minute. The own goal comes at the 84th, and you're thinking, wow, Tottenham had their chances. Tottenham should be winning comfortably. They should have scored more, possibly, you could say. And last play of the game, cross comes in from West Ham, weak clearance from Tottenham, lands outside the box. They lay it off to Lanzini, and Lanzini scores a golazo. It's the goal of the week. He just shoots through with his laces, curls it away from the keeper, top corner. It was a golazo, man. It was a golazo from Lanzini, who came in off the bench and to secure a draw for Tottenham for West Ham. In such a difficult match. It was a great goal and a great way to tie the game. I know Mourinho must be mad, probably pissed that he didn't get the win, and own goal was unlucky, but Tottenham really should have sealed the win. Being 3-0 up in the first half and then ending the game 3-3 is just, I know he's not happy about that. Liverpool played the Merseyside derby up against Everton, and it was a good game. It was kind of ruined by some things, but it's one of those things about VAR, man. So Everton comes in, going up against Liverpool with going at them with a perfect record, I believe, up to this point. Mane scores in the second minute, and you're thinking, okay, Liverpool, they are the champions. Here they come. They don't care who's top of the league. They're fighting for the title to retain it. couple minutes later, in the 5th minute, a cross into the far post. Van Dijk is looking for it. Goalkeeper comes out, looking to block the shot or the header, and it's just a reckless challenge on Van Dijk. Just basically chops his leg off. But unfortunately, there's no penalty given, no red card, because Van Dijk was offside. At least that's what they called it, with the little measurements of VAR and all that. And Van Dijk he's out, and he was walking off the field. I was thinking maybe he's good. You know, it's hurting. He doesn't want to aggravate it. He doesn't want to know what it is, so he rather just come off and get it checked and rest. And it turns out it was pretty bad, and he's basically going to miss the rest of the season, since he will need surgery. And now he's out, and you know, one of the most important players for Liverpool being gone, such a dominant presence in the back. We'll see what Liverpool do. We'll see if they get any backup in the January transfer window, because Van Dijk is no longer an option, and we'll see how they manage without him. But later, the match is equalized by Michael Keane with a great header. Salah ends up scoring a great volley. Very, very quick reaction. It was a poor clearance inside the box. Salah doesn't think about it twice. He just volleys it. James played a great game. Just beautiful passes everywhere. He's just such a baller for Everton, honestly. Calvert-Lewis, pretty interesting stat, becomes the first player to score in the first 5 league games for Everton since 1938, and it's quite interesting stat. I guess it's just really hard to score consecutively if you're playing for Everton. The controversy comes in the 94th minute. Liverpool score, and what's the point of VAR? Where's the advantage in this play? I don't understand how the Premier League, how England is the only league that really doesn't know how to use VAR. They just don't apply it well. They don't apply it with common sense. They end up ruining the game. I don't understand where the advantage is to rule this offside. You can't even see it. I mean, I heard this from a commentator. He says they're looking for ants on the ground. That's the level of detail that they're willing to call something offside, and it's ruining the game, honestly. For calls like this, it's really what's the point? Where's the I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's really dumb. Now, over in Italy, it was the Milan derby. It's probably the game I was most excited about over the weekend. I knew Everton Liverpool was going to be a good game, but this game was special, man. Zlatan just being the experience that he has, the ability he has. He's such a baller, man. He's able to pick off a penalty inside the box just by hiding the ball from the defender. Defender makes a challenge, silly challenge, knocks down Zlatan. Zlatan gets the pen, misses the pen, but luckily gets the rebound, scores, and Milan are up. Zlatan picks up another, and it's 2-0. I'm thinking, wow, well, here come Milan. They're going to widen the lead, but Lukaku picks up a goal. Inter's back in it. They were pressuring. They were going up front, but this was a rare instance where Lautaro and Lukaku just couldn't really understand each other, couldn't really click, and you could see that they were frustrated. There was a lot of times where Lukaku would let the ball go, expecting Lautaro to be in behind, but you know, either he wasn't there or the pass was intercepted, and they weren't clicking that game, and you could see the frustration. And Alexis came in a little too late, I believe, to really make an impact. By that time, Milan were able to hold on, ended up with the 2-1 win. Rafael Leao had a good game, assisting Zlatan on the second goal, and Milan looked like a solid team. Tonali coming off the bench, didn't get a lot of minutes, but this Milan side is looking good. Over in Spain, the two giants lost. Real Madrid losing 1-0 to the newly promoted Cadiz, and it was frustrating, man. I feel like Real Madrid doesn't really have a player to just kind of take over when things are tough. I know Benzi tries to do everything really up front, and he can't. And Later on, they put in Jovic to help out, and I feel like it just made everything worse. There was a lot of bad passes going forward. There was a lack of creativity, and they just couldn't score, and that was it. There was the 1-0 loss. And Barcelona, same thing, going up against Getafe, 1-0. They didn't really have a lot of options. Messi, again, not really looking at his best, but I mean, his support is just not there. Coutinho ended up being probably one of the few players that you could see the intensity coming from him, trying to score and trying to create chances and opportunities. Messi was in and out of the game. Sometimes he looked like he was ready to score or to make a key pass, and it just wouldn't go through. But yeah, overall, very disappointing for the top two teams in La Liga, but I'm sure they'll do better. I want to see how they reinforce themselves over the January transfer window. Especially when the Champions League is coming up, it's gonna be important for them to reinforce their team, because they're not going to challenge for anything the way they are now. Real Madrid might win La Liga. They look decent enough to win La Liga, but in terms of European competition, I don't see either of them making an impact or making it far into the competition. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week on the next football roundup. Peace.